Driving, freestyling, part 21. Gotta see what I can get done and what I become as the one chose to do this. And you all been patiently waiting, so let me say before we get to debating that I just gotta get one thing. And maybe you spent time trying to erase me and what I thought, but then I brought something back when I came to bat and was up to hit the ball as far as it could go. And all I really had was a bit of swag, but I brought it back to turn into something more than that. And now I'm about to outdo everybody whose big hat don't fit to be too tight or loose. And whether that is new to you, I don't know if that's news, but goddamn, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm saying, but I bet it'll sound good when I finish an album. And it's only gonna take me a day to, because I'm so damn amazing. And I don't care if you're grateful or happy of what I came to give you. Laughing stocks of the non-flop hopscotch do or don'ts, but I get to patrolling assertive rhythm that goes to the flow with the system of the acoustics that come out my mouth and bounce around off the car and give you a sound that's by far better than anything these other niggas around could come to say they use to help them get to par. I don't care if I don't go far enough or not flip over every stone to finally get to the bottom of whether or not I'm gonna go coast to coast and travel the globe with the best album ever wrote. And it sounds so goddamn amazing. People are gonna be going crazy for that shit and jumping up and down in the crowd, get everybody moving to the fluent, diverse talk of the language in which I walk with, bearing in mind. And then I come to be a different kind of phenomenon that you can't even realize what I am or what I'm on. So goddamn, if I can make it to prime this time on time and be with Amber B, then maybe me and she will get to do what we please and finally be completely free when we get the money to finally party for a lifetime. And we won't overdo it. We'll still work hard and grind and try to be the best with the minds to combine the intellect of what you kept as a due respect to who you haven't even met. But we all give everybody the benefit of the doubt, because that's what we're really about. So who would want to shut me down when all I really do is come out with something that we would talk about if we were all a crew? But we act like we're not, and we act like people gotta lose, and it's not fair, and that kind of work should get booed. So who's doing that should stop, because we got to learn to watch what's hot and see how who's the life of the party, who brings a spark to the hearts of every mind and soul and body, that pictures going with a way no one's spotted yet to be original. And then we all find a flow that makes us a little unique, but we still come together enough to see that you and me are fit to be sisters and brothers and mothers and daughters and fathers and sons, and the ones chosen by God to change the world for good and make it so no more of this jib jabberish that's stuck in the pathway that we walk when we talk. How we feel and what's going on with us is just a bunch of doing the same that was already adjusted to be what we proceed to see as not even a fuss for making a fuss over. But we should probably kind of be sober half the time, but why not half the time just get fucked up? And you people act like that's not good enough, and we're still trying to be more straight edge than we were. And what's wrong with everybody? Just learn to twist the word and learn to say something absurd or something that shouldn't be heard, or whatever you want to do. Flip the bird to each other and keep going about your business. It doesn't really matter how you're living, because we're all gifted by God through me, because I'm here to stop all who don't see the ways that we got to rock, to do a lot of out of a little. And we don't even got much to fiddle around with, but we got the Skittles, and we're bringing color to the globe. And let it be known that I spread culture, true soul from the heart more than anybody else. Whoever thought that they were going to be felt by whole entire masses of people assembled together to practice this lethal way of combating together all of the battles ahead of us, when we discuss what needs to go on and what shouldn't. And then I'm done in a minute, but I could probably be the one who keeps spitting. And damn, it isn't it ridiculous? All this music shit has got us in a twist, but it gives us more news than the news does. And we know that a new fuss is going to be the one that was brought up already before, because we just keep doing the same shit and ignore what needs to change and bring gains to our lives, to actually place somewhere high where we can all feel like we got a spot where we belong and feel whole. But damn it, it's like we don't even need sex or gold. We really just need to find our souls and learn to go out and play roles and pretend that we're playing and play like we're kids again. And I'm just saying that NF already said it, and so did Tupac, so it's kind of lame that I said it again, but I can only do this rap shit off my head. And if I ever get be by the cops or the feds or my parents or somebody that's gonna leave me to rot, then I don't know how this is gonna fare for all who proceed to make me want to box. Because damn it, people are trying to put me in the ring so I can go brain dead and then fuck shit up with my head and heart and fists and throw them long and far to give anybody a goddamn hit big enough to knock them off their goddamn feet. And then I don't know if I can bring the heat every week, because it seems like it's getting harder to cop ice, and ice is the only shit making me right. I don't abuse it, I just use it in moderate doses, so I'm not really messing up or folding or claiming any wrong thing to unhurt me to where it's not dignity that takes over a part of me in which I saw that the complexity from which I thought was going to be a moment of decency turned into be me making a fool out of myself. And everybody does that, so why we all pretend like we're perfect when it's not even worth it to try to act that way? Because all I gotta say is, goddamn, why can't everybody have a good day? Too many are not having a good day for some of us to feel really blessed, and it's kind of a big mess. And I think that some of us are too stealth and too hidden and sneaking around and talking behind people's backs and spreading rumors and shit. And then I don't know if I'm doomed or I should quit this, but I would if I had to kick it another way in which I could get myself to express my soul, because that's all I really know how to do. And I don't know if I'm just another fool for you, but baby, what the fuck? I don't know if I'm just a lame duck thinking one day he's gonna blow up. But I just keep going on with these rhymes in my mind every time, and I'm fine if I put a line out there that somebody can grab and relate to, and then I take a stab at something new and see who reacts to that and how they react, and what hurts and what doesn't, and what makes you laugh and what makes you cry, and what wasn't enough and what was too much, and what was a ton and what was just abrupt enough to change you up a slight amount to adjust just to what you were supposed to be when you saw a spark in me and put me in front of all these other people to be an MC, and I'm so grateful for that. So let's all proceed to be what we've been being, which is pretty damn decent, because I don't see anybody bleeding in front of me or really dying. And I know some people die sometimes and some people cry, and it's probably a lot to bear, but god damn it, we kind of need to not care so much, because life is dangerous and we should just expect that bad stuff's gonna happen. When it does, I'll get together and have a moment and come together and show that we care for who's hurting and that we want them to feel better. But really, do we gotta put people in prison over shit? I don't really get that, because it's just punishing them back, which just causes more revenge to be had, and then everybody's mad at something they don't even know at what. And we all just should be speaking more from the heart, just kind of saying how we really feel. Like, goddamn, right now I'm so nervous that I'm not gonna steal the woman away from everybody else that wants her, because I want her the most, and I hope she knows that I would go ghost and ghost right and do whatever I gotta do to not be so hype if she thinks I'm a little over the top. But I think that I shouldn't stop, because I kind of got a rhyme kind of flippity flow riveting through these damn DJ hoes acting like bitches, because they don't understand the spirit that goes with the rhythm to catch this to start flowing on a beat, and just let them know that you bringing the heat. And then they all look to see who's the one in making the noise, and I tell them that I do it for girls and boys and women and men, because everybody likes music, amen. But that ain't the end. I still got more shit to come up with to tell you about what's going on with the what's, ands, puts, and abouts in the show of No Doubt, showing that no clown can really be that unfound, even when you're just messing around, and then people start calling you a clown. And why is everybody doing fucking put downs? And I don't really get it, but I hope you have a magic minute when you spend with me, picking up a lot of shit that I could probably tweet, but I can't, because I'm driving and freestyling to the recorder in my fucking phone, and I don't know if I'm really in the zone to blow up big enough to get a top spot somewhere where I can feel like what's up is really me, and I'm doing everything that I feel I need to in order to pursue this rap music career that I find to be one of the toughest times I've ever had. But it really makes me happy and sometimes sad, but mostly glad. And I don't know if I'm gonna get back the kind of swag that I had before when I was blowing up to go on tour and memorizing my shit, but no one would give me a show. So I was just another loser, ignored, not to be known. And then I don't know if this time it's gonna work, but if everybody shares my music, then maybe we could go viral and do something and spiral all the way up to a spot in which people acknowledge what you were putting out and thought it was hot, and then act like you're the one that they gotta have in their playlist, and they need more music from you for them to exist in a state of manner in which they feel that they're actually having a way with staying well planned out to maybe be about something else that hasn't arrived yet but could go down in the future. And I guess that's what plans are about. But I don't know what I'm doing, and neither is NF, and really we're just making moves and noise and stuff to kind of flex what we feel deserves respect, which is our damn birthright to exist and live, to be what we are and what we believe we actually could indeed become a star with, possessing a talent, a kind of artistic ability. And I don't know if people still like the music industry because it's kind of getting old and lame, but I swore I'd make it boring if anybody didn't give me fame. So now I guess you get to hear how I complain about shit going down, and some of it's the same, but a lot of it's coming out of rage aimed at everybody's who's behind the ways that we have to do our human duty, which is a little misconstrued and not totally appropriate, because we should be letting live and spreading a lot more joy and doing a lot more actions that take a role to be played by every person in the partaking of the making of something this way, that way more than feasible. Jeez, dude, you be killing this shit. How the fuck you do it every time like that? Goddamn, I'm insane. In the back of my mind I hear this thing that keeps going on and wants me to ground, but I just ignore it and do me because I shine better that way. And then I'll let you know it's okay if I just roll the day in a way in which I won't play any games. I'll tell you all that I have to maybe say grace, and then I say thank you, God, for the air I breathe, for the legs I have to walk, for the sight I have to see. And I really want you to know, God, that a lot of us just aren't grateful enough for what we do have. But I legitly don't feel good most of the time, and it's like people don't even care that I don't feel good. And I try to tell everybody what I need, but it's like nobody cares what I need. And then sometimes I think that life isn't going to get better for me. It's just going to be like bullshit. But all I have to do is write one perfect album right now, and I'm sure Tim can show it to his brother can show it to Luigi, and I'll get put on, and I'll be an overnight success. And I know overnight successes exist, and I say I just want to party, but I really do work hard while I'm sort of partying. I just enjoy my work, I guess is the truth of the matter. I really just enjoy my work, and I know what substances work the best and what don't. And honestly, I think a lot of people would like meth if they didn't use it every day and get crater faces and have their teeth fall out and pull their hair out, like can happen to some people. But why didn't that person get thrown in rehab by the time their teeth start rotting and they start pulling out their hair and getting crater faces? Like, we force people in jail and prisons, but not into rehab. I don't know. Honestly, we all just need to do more. Don't we? Like, was I trying to make a point with my rapping? I don't know, you say some stuff, it kind of sounds like you're anti-government and you're for the people. Like, we kind of get lifted up off some shit that comes out of your mouth, but it's like, you get us worked up to do what exactly? You don't really get us worked up, because you kind of end well and calm us down. It's kind of euphoric. It's just kind of feels like you take us in circles, honestly. Oh. don't think Amber's coming. I don't even think she likes me. I'm so gay. I can't fucking rap for shit. No, you did a good rap. Oh, I'm still recording. How do I look? What up, A? Yo, you ready to have a good time? We're gonna do a little bit of ice, and I'm gonna write you a love song. Then I need to feel your very unique, one-of-a-kind vibe, because I just need your spiritual support right now. And I feel like we'll do really good and have really good chemistry if we just kind of chill. And why are people laughing at me and shit? Nah, I'm doing good. This is like real talk, heart to heart with me and my fans. Like, I really think A should just come now, because I'm not even gonna fuss about where she's been. I'm gonna be like, leave the past in the past. And I'm just glad I got you now, because I've been trying to for a while, and I've loved you for like my whole life. I always thought you were amazing, but I really loved you for 10 years. Like, completely dedicated all my time and energy just to being able to get into a position where I could be with you. And it took a lot of me. And I don't think you owe me or anything. I just think that you should want to be with me right now, because I feel like we're going to have a really good night. And it's Friday, so let's get turned up a little bit, and let's just see what happens. And if you decide you can't deal with me and you don't like me, then never chill with me again. But you might actually really enjoy yourself and feel like you have a sense of belonging in the world, and like you're right where you should be, helping me try to make